So let's not beat around the bush. You clicked on this video to find out what's up, and that is what I'm going to tell you. I have decided to make the decision to quit doing Let's Plays. This was not the type of thing that I came to easily. Actually, as you can tell, my video production of Hermitcraft has been quite slow recently. And that's because I've been struggling with the motivation to play. And I would have come out with this video sooner, but I wanted to make sure that you absolutely knew all my motivations and knew this wasn't something that I'm taking lightly. And that I realized that I'm upsetting a lot of people by doing this, as well as shifting around a lot of things in my own life. So I hope you don't think I'm just making this decision all willy-nilly on a whim. So, there's a number of factors that play into why I'm quitting, not the least of which is basically the amount of effort that I'm putting into each video is not worth it. I can't think of a better way to put that. Basically what goes in to being a Minecrafter nowadays is completely different than what it was when I started. I could probably take off. You notice I actually did put more work into this area. Spent probably like 8 hours down here, and that goes into what I was saying. So what I liked about Minecraft when I started, and what got me into the game, was never really the building of the large or complicated or unique structures. I know that would blow some people's minds, but when you look back at my video history, even back through the Minecraft Muse channel, a lot of the things that I did were not huge, elaborate creations, and when they were, I made sure to make a big deal out of them. Basically, if anything took more than like 8 hours to build, then I spent a lot of time and effort making sure it was seen, making sure it was known. A good example of this is all throughout the Quest for the Golden Apple series, I built basically nothing. I didn't even build a bed the entire series. Through Muse Farms, I built the mob trap. Literally, like, half that series, I had that mob trap slowly being built over a course of time. Building big things has been the type of thing that I like to do when I have the motivation to do so, and not the type of thing that I just like to do for the heck of it, just for the sake of building, which is not how a lot of people play Minecraft, and honestly, it's not very good for YouTube. So that's the type of thing that I've been trying to change recently, and I find it just harder and harder to bring myself to do that. Realistically, I'm not a professional builder. I'm an explorer. I'm an adventurer. That's what I like doing. I like the ability to interact with the world as it pertains to trying to survive. I was gonna do something with that. I was gonna knock all that down and see how many. That's all the resources I got from emptying it down there. Anyway, that doesn't matter. You guys don't care about that. So yeah, and because of the fact that not only am I struggling to have fun with that, because it's been the same, basically adventuring, the actual act of survival hasn't really changed a whole lot throughout the existence of the Minecraft game, which I don't blame. Like, most stuff hasn't changed a whole lot, but the actual act of survival is, you know, basically the same as it was ever since the game came out. Minus a few key differences of maybe now I guess you can hunt a few more animals. You can get lamb chops from sheep and stuff. Back in my day, it was literally just pork chops from pigs. That was it. That was when I started. The chicken doesn't even exist yet. So, yeah, since there's been no fundamental changes to that, eventually, obviously, me and everyone else has been playing for years and years and years, is going to be mostly done, and they're going to move on to other things. So I've tried the building things for a while, and not only, well, it's just not really for me, I've noticed. It's something that I need to spend effort to do, and all the pleasure that I get out of doing a video based on a huge build is really from the feedback and the success of the video, not necessarily the satisfaction of building something great or grand or big Looney Tunes skeleton. And that alone would be sufficient reason for me to sort of want to stop, because it means that I'm really not playing it for the fun of the game anymore. I'm just playing it for YouTube, and as such, I've noticed it's been harder and harder and harder to get a YouTube audience, and for good reason. There are a lot of people out there, a lot of YouTubers who do find satisfaction in building unique or large or complicated things, and of course those are the people who get video views. So, I mean, the amount of time that I've had to spend on each video, in between each video, has consistently grown over the course of the years, to where when I first started, it was, well, I'll just play the game, I'll just do what I'm gonna do, I'll have fun, and then if the audience comes to me, great, and if they don't, that's just fine. And slowly over the course of the year, be like, well, it's mostly fun, but I need to, you know, spend a little effort on this, because I feel like I haven't, you know, done anything productive, done anything audience gathering lately. So I do something like that, and slowly over the course of time, almost my entire videos have gone from what I think is fun to what I think an audience wants, which I see as a bad thing. It's just the way that I would ideally like to make videos. I see that as a bad thing, because I'm not having fun anymore. And it's sad, but it's true. And whereas it used to be, and you can tell the difference in my video production time. It used to be I could do 5 episodes of Muse Farms in 1 week, and at the beginning put out an idea video in the beginning. But basically I could put out 5 Let's Plays in 1 week, and now the amount of effort I need to put in between these videos just to keep up with other YouTubers who are doing great things is, you know, like down there, you could see the huge area I hollowed out, massive, you know, I hollowed out a 50 by 50 by 12 region, even with a level 5 pickaxe. I mean, that takes hours. It probably took 8 hours alone to do that. Granted, I did it over the course of a few episodes, but I would have to spend 4 hours just putting time into that so that I could spend 4 hours doing something else. And then once that was done, I would have to go to the experience farm and spend my time overnight, or at least over a couple hours, like get lunch or something, and then grab experience so that I could repair all my pickaxes to come back down here and keep doing work. And basically, I schedule all of my time around, like literally all of my time, like what my computer's doing and not doing is being dedicated to whatever I'm doing in Minecraft, which, as I said, used to be fine, but as I've grown to associate happiness more and more with my video success than what I'm actually doing in the game, then it's just been getting more and more depressing, because quite honestly, I've been doing YouTube for years now. Like, oh man, I meant to knock out the lighting up there. I've been doing YouTube for years now, and I've never really seen any significant channel growth, which, you know, I kept telling myself, oh, things are, you know, just about to change. I got a new great thing on the horizon, a new prospect that's gonna make it really possible for, like, my channel to really take off, and this just never happened. And I've had meetings, I've had talks with other YouTubers who looked at my channels and my videos and my numbers, and they were like, yeah, we really don't understand why your channel's not growing. It's really, I'm getting more subscribers every day. Obviously, I've got a net gain of subscribers over the course of time. That's how I have, you know, 51,000 subscribers right now, but Quest for the Golden Apple was getting about 6,000 views per video, and Muse Farms was getting about 5,000 views per video. Facepalm was getting about 4,500 views per video, and that's really just because it was modified instead of vanilla. And now back to vanilla on Hermitcraft, I'm getting 6,000 views per video. Like, it's never gone up over years, and it's been ridiculously frustrating looking at other YouTubers who have been slowly gaining subscribers, 6,000 to 7 to 8 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 30 to 40. And I'm burnt out, guys. I'm burnt out. I don't think I can continue doing a Let's Play anymore. I think I sufficiently described all my reasons. It's getting harder and harder to compete. I'm spending more time doing it, which would be fine if it was fun or if it was getting me somewhere, but it's not what I like doing, and it's not really getting me anywhere. That basically covers it. Which isn't to say I'm gonna stop making videos altogether, because I'm not, actually. This sort of means my channel is just going to shift over to doing more of the, I guess we're calling them science videos. I really should develop an actual name for the series. The problem is, even just having a series sort of limits myself to one thing, which isn't really what I like doing. But I guess my channel will just be known for those type of videos from now on. Because frankly, those videos are fun. Like, I spent 2 weeks doing the last one that I did, whose name is escaping me at the moment. The one about the perspective and space and the Minecraft, yeah, the solar system in Minecraft, that one. I spent 2 weeks doing that, and in that 2 weeks, I made that video, which got about 60,000 views, which is, even looking at a super optimistic note, probably 10,000 of those people would have watched just because they were already my subscribers. So about 50,000 new people were exposed to my channel and my videos, and it was successful, and I got articles written about it, and it was a lot of fun to make. It was even before I knew it was going to be that well received, I was excited about waking up in the morning to work on it. And I put in about 6 to 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, you know, doing that over 2 weeks. And it got me 60,000 views, roughly, if I had to guess, about 50,000 unique views, and about 2,000 subscribers, which is just insanely gratifying to build a video that does that. And that wasn't even as crazy successful as my previous ones, like the Lightspeed video or the Universe Death Clock. This was just, like, mildly successful. And that numbers compared to a Let's Play are, I'm spending roughly the same amount of time, you know, 6 to 8 hours a day. I'm actually spending more on Let's Play in my video. I'm probably doing about 8 hours a day in this world. And then, in addition to that, I got new viewers and new audiences because of it. I'm gonna get more views on my next video because of that, whereas when I'm doing not just Hermitcraft, but any of my Let's Plays over a 2-week period, I'd be lucky to get, you know, 3-4 episodes out. Multiply that by 6,000 people, that's 24,000. At the very best, that's roughly, that's at the very best, that's a few less views. That's about 48,000 views, and that's if I do 4 videos a week, which is stretching it with the amount of time I put into these. And almost no unique viewers because of that. And almost no new subscribers because of that. You know, we're looking at maybe 200 subscribers a week versus the 1,500 I got. So, you know, I try not to focus on numbers. It's what I do for fun. But to be honest, when it's your livelihood and when it's your income, you can't help but focus on numbers. And I feel like I'm not doing a terrible injustice by saying that one of the reasons I'm quitting has nothing to do with numbers. Probably the biggest reason is basically just that it's not fun to keep up with the YouTubers whose idea of fun falls more in line with what is successful. Spending 8 hours building something grand and super unique, and there's other people that I respect a lot, and they do a lot of work, and I don't, what I like to do doesn't fall in line with that. You're gonna shoot me, aren't you? Yeah, you are. My boots broke, didn't they? Yeah, they did, and now my pants are about to break. Now I got an arrow to the eye. Wow, that looks painful. So I think that basically covers just about all I want to say. Oh, it does not. It does not. So obviously, if you haven't, you know, figured out, this means I'm gonna be quitting Hermitcraft. I'm probably stopping playing. Well, no, I'm not gonna be stopping playing Minecraft because that's a huge part of my science series, and that's what I like. What I like to do still is play around with the physics of Minecraft, But that lends itself more to like a creative world and like observing the sky and crazy things like that. I sort of liken it to if you really liked a game, like I don't know, I want to say Halo. That was quick. Like Halo. Then it would make sense that after a while you would be tired of playing the campaign over and over, or even the multiplayer over and over again, but you still enjoy the universe and the lore and all that stuff. And that's sort of how I feel about Minecraft. Like, I've done the survival thing. It's not really great for YouTube. And the building thing, I've done basically all I ever wanted to do, which was never anything super great. But I still like Minecraft as a game and as a universe. I'm just sort of not really in the mood for the gameplay anymore. Just kind of burnt out on it. I've done basically everything there is to do. I've done survival, I've done modded, I've done creative builds, I've done the storyline of the game, I've played around with command blocks, although not super extensively. I've done basically everything I want to do in the game. And I actually sort of started... My very first Let's Play series was like literally about me doing everything I wanted to do, so this explains why it's sort of a logical stopping point. Anyways, I got distracted again. Yeah, so this unfortunately means I have to quit Hermitcraft because Hermitcraft is a server for professional Let's Players, people who are consistently putting out videos and, you know, doing the UHCs and stuff, and I wouldn't even be willing to do that stuff at this point anyways, because if I am doing most of those science videos, I don't want to lose subscribers. And I don't want to lose viewers, and I don't want to disappoint people. Basically, that's where it boils down to. A huge number of my new subscribers come from my science videos, and I feel like I'm disappointing them every time I put out a Let's Play or something like that, because they go, "What? This isn't what I subscribed for," and they end up unsubscribing. They end up not watching, and I get a huge number of views from people saying, "I wish that this channel was just about this because I don't really watch your normal Minecraft series," and I agree. And I can't really blame people for slowly sensing my feeling of being burned out. So, I don't know, a lot of people are going to be leaving me comments saying like, "Oh, you're burnt out, we understand that, give it time," or things like, "Oh, you just need to try something different, something new." I get this feeling every once in a while, and I don't know, guys. I get the feeling every once in a while too, and this time it's just... it feels different. It makes sense in too many ways, and you could already tell by the slowness of the video production. So what I'm gonna do, actually, is I'm gonna do one more video. I still want to do the last viewer items that were promised to the people, so I should do that right now, actually. There we go. While I am putting these up, I feel like it should be stated that I do actually have a couple more episodes planned out for the remainder of this month, namely doing stuff like saying our goodbyes. I think it would be a good idea. Let's see, Generic Man 31. I think it would be a good idea to officially say my farewells, run around New Hermiton and say goodbye in various ways. Can't think of exactly how yet. Maybe give someone a special item. But I also want to make sure that all of my items don't go to waste. So, dangerous to go... well, let's not capitalize that alone. Take this! Nope, take thy. That's all. That's all I can do. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this! Yeah, I want to pass out my various items because, as you can tell by that huge cube of resources I have on top of the Dungeon Keeper tribute area, I got a lot of resources. And it'd be nice to give those back to the community before I take off, and, you know, I can get people to come down here and see all of these viewer items on their videos when they do run and snag these items, and I think that would be sort of a fair trade. Now, people are probably curious about what's going to happen with Patreon. Well, let's write down the arrow show. Well, obviously, it is no longer going to be a reward having stuff in the Hermitcraft world, because I'm not going to be playing on the Hermitcraft world anymore. So that's kind of sad for people who wanted that. However, I am going to keep Spumcraft up and running, and I'm probably going to be going on that a lot more often, to be perfectly... the PC knob. I'm going to be going on that a lot more often, to be perfectly honest with you. Now that I've got reasons, and these were the fish, so I don't need them, so I guess we're done. Because I'm going to be going on there for my creative builds for my sciencey type videos. And I think that's kind of cool, actually. It means I can spend a lot more time with my actual Patreon donors and stuff, and I may do something else for the $10 a month, but I'll leave a special video just for that, because not everyone, is one of my Patreon donors. But I still want to do at least one more video where I pass my supplies out to the other hermits, or maybe have them come back here where they can grab my stuff. And I guess at the start of next episode, probably what I'm going to start calling the second to last episode. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do 2 more. I think that makes the most sense. We'll have the second to last where we go around and say our goodbyes, and the very last one where we put all of our items in one area so they can scavenge them if need be. And this is not, I guess, not quite goodbye yet, but we're definitely gearing up to take off. There's that big old block of resources. Oh my god, the stars aren't moving. Someone told the time to stop. Didn't tell it to start again. Yeah, guys, that's where we're at. That's what we're looking at so far. I'm gonna also stay really active in the comments of this video if you have any questions or want to talk about things, so I hope you take me up on that offer. Try and, please stay in contact with me as much as you can. If you watched my channel for my Minecraft Let's Plays alone, then I have the feeling we're going to be parting ways very soon. But if you watch my video for the science videos, then you should be pleasantly surprised, because the plus side is those are going to be coming out a lot more often in the near future. I'm going to be aiming for 1 every 2 weeks, roughly. I'm not sure how it's going to be this month, with me still doing a little bit of Hermitcraft, saying my goodbyes and whatnot, but yeah, that covers it for today, guys. I will talk to you next time.